What's up, my beautiful angels? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Kelly. I have 2 videos coming out every week, so just make sure that you guys are subscribed down below so that you guys can become a part of my YouTube family. Also, don't forget to hit the little bell button right next to the subscribe button so you guys are notified throughout the week whenever I upload. Also, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up as well. Alright, so you guys might be wondering why I have no makeup on my face, and that is because today I'm going to be testing out a brand new foundation that I want to try. So this is by the brand The Ordinary, and this is their full coverage foundation. You guys might have seen a bunch of reviews here on YouTube. I feel like that's definitely how I found out about this. I wouldn't have known about this otherwise. So I did really want to try this because I have heard great things about this product. So I am definitely very excited to try this out. Just so that you guys know, this retails for only $6. That's another reason why people are so hyped about this, is because it's very, very inexpensive. So if it works out well, it's definitely a bang for your buck. As far as what they claim with this product, all it says on the box is that it's a high coverage creamy foundation that softens undesirable hues. So that's not really too much to go off of, but all we know for sure is that this is supposed to be high coverage. So let's just go ahead and open the box. So this is what the bottle looks like. You do get 1 fluid ounce of product in here, which is typical for any standard foundation. So it is good that you get a full ounce of product in here. I do actually like how simple the packaging is and how tiny it is. I feel like it's going to be very good for travel. If I do end up liking it, I just feel like it's going to be very easy to travel with, especially because it does have a pump. So now before I get to applying this foundation, I am going to scoot you guys in a little bit closer just so that you guys can see it all in action. So let's just do that. Right, so let's just pump this onto the back of my hand. And then just so you guys know, I have already moisturized, primed my face, all of that good stuff. So I am done with all of that. Just so you guys can see this on the back of my hand, it is runny a little bit, but it's nothing too crazy, so I'm not really worried about it being too liquidy or anything. I feel like it's a really nice balance between creamy and liquidy, so that's definitely something that I do like in a foundation. So now I'm just going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to start dabbing this on my face. P.S. I am aware that my beauty blender is very, very dirty. I am going to be cleaning all of my brushes today, so no worries there. And let's just start blending. I really do hope that this matches me well because I hate ordering foundations online for that reason. You never know if it's going to match you 100%, and I hate that, but that's the only way to get this product, so I can't really complain all too much, but you know, we'll see. Alright, so this is how it's looking with 1 layer on. I would have to say that I definitely would have to do another layer in some areas where I have like freckles or a lot of discoloration or anything like that. So I definitely do feel like off of 1 layer you're not going to get the full coverage that it says that it gives you, but you definitely can build this up, I think. So I'm going to try to do that right now just so that I can tell you guys if you can build this up or not. Alright, so now this is what it looks like with 2 layers on. I definitely do feel like this is very easily buildable and that you could get higher coverage once you apply more than 1 layer. I'm not 100% liking the way that it looks in some areas. Like, I feel like my nose looks really weird, and I don't know, it's just mostly my nose area. I don't like the way it looks. It doesn't look that bad in between my eyebrows, and it doesn't emphasize a whole lot of my pores, but I just feel like my face looks a lot more textured than it usually does with foundation. So I'm going to go do the rest of my makeup and then I'll come back and tell you guys how I feel after that. Alright guys, so I am done applying all of my makeup, and I do have to say that all of my other makeup did apply really nicely on top of this foundation. I didn't find it very difficult to blend my contour or anything like that. I didn't find it hard to blend in my concealer on top of it. Everything went on top of it beautifully. However, I still don't really like the way that this looks on my skin. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't make my skin look flawless or anything like that. I feel like it emphasizes my dryness and any texture that I have on my face. So that is how I feel right now. I am going to do a few check-ins throughout the day. I'll do one in the middle of the day, and then I'll do one when I come home from work. Right now it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'll probably check in around like 4:30-ish before I go to work, and then I will check in after I come home from work. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye. Alright guys, so I'm at work right now. I wasn't able to record on my camera before I got to work, so I am sorry that this is on my phone and it's probably going to be really crappy quality, obviously, compared to my camera, but I do just want to check in really quick with you guys and tell you that I don't think that I like this foundation so far. I don't know what it is about it, but it just doesn't look like it's sitting right on my skin. It looks a little funky in some certain areas, and I feel like, especially like on my nose and around my nose, it just looks not good, and I don't like the way that it's sitting on my skin. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about this foundation just yet. I am going to check in again at night once I get home from work, but as of right now, I do not like the way that this is looking on my skin. Alright guys, so this is the final check-in of the day. It is almost midnight here. It's like 3 minutes till midnight, so might as well say that it is. So my final thoughts on this foundation. Yes, it is full coverage. You definitely do get a lot of coverage out of it. I'm not the biggest fan of full coverage foundations, but I did want to try this out just because, like I said, a lot of people here on YouTube were saying that it is a good foundation. However, I have to disagree. I personally do not like this foundation at all. I just feel like it looks so weird on my skin. Like, it just settled in really weird around my nose area, and then where I have like my pores over here, it just doesn't look good. And then in between my eyebrows, it just looks so weird, and I just really do not like the way that it looks on my skin. I also think that it oxidized a little bit because it really wasn't that dark when I put it on, but then throughout the day I noticed that it started to look very orange. So I definitely do think that this oxidizes as well. So honestly, I don't think I'm going to be reaching for this anytime soon. Maybe if I run out of all of my foundations at once, I would reach for it if this was the only one I had left. But other than that, I'm definitely not going to be using it. I also don't like the way that it held up throughout the day. Like, I'm definitely a lot more oily than I typically am when I wear other foundations. So that is another thing about this. I feel like when people use this foundation, it gave them like a pretty natural matte feel, and I don't think that it did that. I think I'm very oily, so I don't know, I just don't like it. Alright guys, but that pretty much wraps up today's video. Again, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. Also, don't forget to hit the little bell button right next to the subscribe button so you guys are notified throughout the week whenever I upload, and I will see you next time. Mwah.